Hi everybody, hello, and thank you very much for joining me today. I'm back on the Holtz Remnants. These were the frames that we made. Well, we made a few and then I finished them off. So I've got 3 of the large, 1 of the medium and 2 of the smaller square ones. So excellent, we'll put those to some use today. And I like them actually, I'm really pleased with how they turned out. And in the interim, since the last time I saw you, I've made a journal. So here it is. It's just got the loose spine in at the moment, the false spine, as you might call it. And it's 5 signatures, and each signature it's got 4 things in it. So they each start with this, which was it was some writing paper that Mr. F had got from a charity shop at some stage. It wasn't very wide, so I just half what was there. It was really tall, so I cut it in half and put it in. So that's one piece. Plain coffee stained paper. This is sort of dotty Filofax type paper. And then this stripy paper. The music staves, aren't they? And you'll see on the top I do have a tag. Altered paper clip it is, so it's a removable tag. You can put it where you like in your journal. That's the front and that's the back. And I will show you how to do that in the next video that I do. So yeah, that's the centre. Same. And then here we've got a bit of graph paper, some of that, another tag on the top, coffee stain paper, and then this that's part of a ledger. So that's that one. Then this one, got some music, coffee stain music paper, coffee paper, stave paper, and that's what's in that one. And then this one I've got the dotty on the front, coffee stained, the writing paper there, and graph paper there. And the last signature, it's got that on the front, ledger paper here, graph paper, music paper. That's the centre. So that's our 5 signatures. And actually they're not that thick when you see them like that. But I wanted to allow lots of space because I know we're going to put loads of everything in here. So I wanted to allow space. And my spine measures 2 1/8, probably 2. But as I say, these papers don't come to anything like that. But that's it so far. I haven't sewn it into a cover yet because if I want to sew something on these pages I still can, and I sewed these in with a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. So that's that, we've got something to work on. So I want to just have a look at the frames. Let's look at this one, no reason other than it's there. And I've just been through the remnants again, found this, I've gone round the edge with some ink and I'm going to put that onto there, and it's going to be a pocket in our journal. But this is from the portraits and I'm really trying to whittle down some of the things that I've got that I don't use very often. So I want her to go in there. She's got this under her chin, you see where it recess, where it really goes in. So I want to put that up to the edge, like so. So she's sort of looking out this frame. This obviously needs to be cut off. And then with that stuck on, I've got some of the frames from Holtz Ephemera Pack snippets labels. So yeah, I've got those. I don't even know if he still does those, to be honest. But I thought that we could put these around underneath. So let's stick her on there, shall we, as a first thing to do. Just going to ink around her just a touch because that white edge is quite offensive. It's very white. So I don't really want to get the ink on her, just that edge of that paper, really. So we've got 5 signatures, so we probably need, from now on, whatever we're doing, we probably need 5 of, so we can have one in each signature. Right, so what do I need then? I need some glue down here. I'm hoping my glue's in a good mood, because I haven't been looking after it. So I want to go from where to where? From there to there. Come on, glue. There you go. I knew you could do it. I told you you could do it. There we go. So let's pop her in there where she's going to go. About there, I think, would be good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And I've put glue. Stay where I put you, madam. Oh, that's not right, is it? There. Stay there. That's a good place for you. And, oh, where's my towel gone? Better get a new one, I think, anyway, because the old one was a bit questionable. So she's got glue there, so I'm just going to remove that. And the bottom of the thingy's got glue on it as well. So just remove that a bit. And then I just need to stick her face down. A little bit like that, I'd say would do the job. I hope you're joining in with me and using whatever remnants you've got. And I am. They're not all Timmy remnants in that drawer that I've got. I've got 49 unmarked. I've got... I wouldn't like to say what some of them are. I couldn't even tell you. So let's just cut that down there. I'll just go over that with that because you can see the edge. So, right, that's our lady in place. So the next thing to do, this is just a remnant. I quite like that side as well. But this is the side I'm going for. And I chose that because it's got these little sort of red, pinky red flowers there that match in with the frame. So I'm going to sew her down, I think. No, I'm going to glue her down and then sew around the edge of this that will be the pocket. So I can just take this now. Ah, yeah, but hang on, I'm thinking. I want to put this label kind of there. I mean, I'll obviously cut off the excess bit, obviously. So that's going to go sort of there. And this long one, I want to put up there. And I've got a little small one here, sticking to the triangle of things, which I think always works well, doesn't it? And that's going to go there. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. And that needs to come down a bit. It's not making a good triangle. Let's try that there. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Now, do I want to stick those on and then zigzag around them? Or I think I'll stick them on after I've done my stitching. And I probably will zigzag, actually. Let's put these somewhere safe on my desk. Who knows where that might be. Right, I'll be back in a minute once I've... No, it's this piece that I'm going to sew around, so I'll see you in a sec. Right, so I've sewn around there. The other thing that I wanted to do with this, which I very nearly forgot, is I want to get my piece of yogurt mat out. Yogurt? Ha 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 ha. Oh dear, it's nothing to do with yogurt. Yoga mat out and my pokey tool, and I want to put a brad in the corner of each one. So let's try and get them all even if I can. Well, it's actually a dry day here today. First time in ages. So we're hoping that Mr. F can get his bike out and go for a little tootle, which would be lovely for him, and I hope it stays. It's really nice and bright and clear, so that would be excellent. Right, so the brads I've looked at are these ones, metallic bases, mini circle, 100 pieces, and they're by Making Memories. So as long as there's different colours in here, so as long as we get 4 the same, I think we'll be all right. They don't have a moulded head or anything, they're just plain. 3, oh, that's a different colour. 3, 4, and they're all a sort of black colour, but there's gold and pewter and stuff in there. And I've got very short legs, which is why I thought it might be a good idea to use them. Because there, you see, they don't come anywhere near the edge, which is great. So just press those down, do the same for all 4. And it just adds a bit of interest, and I'm trying to use quite a bit of metal adornments in this one. So generally when I'm making a Timmy journal, I do set out to use the metal, and then somehow it goes by the wayside. So with this one, like on my tags that you saw on the top, I'd like to put, you know, charm at least sort of hanging off that. But I don't want to do the charms yet because they'll drive me dotty when I'm decorating the rest of it. So last one. Now we'll have a look and see what we think. Oh, you always get one. There's always one. There we go. So these are perfect. Little brads, little legs. There we have it. Excellent. So that's going to go on there. Like that. I think it looks lovely. But we have got the label situation to take into account. Well, they are just way too white. They don't fit with anything. And this one hasn't even been cut out properly. There we go. So I'm just going to take my, excuse me, frog in throat. This is the brush I use for scorched timber. So I'm just going to run it over here. I don't care if it looks even or not even. Not even is better, to be honest. Just knock them down a bit. There we go, that should be all right. Now I am actually going to ink around these as well. Such a lot of fuss, isn't it, just for a little thing, but it does make such a difference. So I'd say to you, it's worth doing. I wasn't up early enough today. Some reason, well, say I slept in. I don't actually ever sleep in bed very long. But I was still asleep on my chair, and when Mr. F got up, which is unusual. So let's just see exactly where that's going. I'd say exactly there. So I want the long one at the bottom there. and I'm going to bring it in just inside that line of stitching. I think that looks nice. Right, so let's get that stuck down. Yikey crikey. Tweezers would be an idea. So just resting on that line of stitching there. Let's have a look. That looks nice. This one is going down there, and I can cut a chunk off that, which will come in for another project, so don't despair. We're making remnants out of our remnants. Isn't that always the way though? You know, when you use book pages or anything, you think, right, I'll use these up. And then at the end of it, you end up with a pile of bits of book pages. So I'm going to pop that one there. Just inside the stitching, like that. And then we've just got this little fella. Oh, yeah, no, I did ink them all. For an awful moment there, I thought I hadn't. And I think I'll put that about there. Yeah, I think that's fine. So the next thing to do is to stick her down. Down, down. So I'm just going to put a little line there and a little line there, just so I can know where to stick her. And I'm going to use, oh, I don't know, shall I use double-sided? No, I'll just use this, I've got it to hand. It's convenient. Although, if your double-sided is convenient, use it. That's what I say. Use what's to hand. So yeah, I spent all day yesterday, making altered paper clips of various types. I was absolutely boggle-eyed by the end of it. It's ridiculous. But I think I've narrowed it down to about 3 kinds that I like, and in the next video I'll show you what they are, and then you can make your mind up which you prefer for the job. But some of them were so convoluted. It was, yeah. Was doing me in. So that wants to come to that line, and it wants to come to that line. So if we get those lined up, we should be okay. And I think we are. Oh, she looks nice, doesn't she? Press, 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 press. Right, so what I think I need now possibly is just a little bit of words or something. Here's what's left of my sheet of the field notes rub-ons. I'm sure we can find something in there. How about that? Oh, it might be a bit big. Might be a little on the large side. So let's go for curiosities. I mean, that's the obvious one to cut off, so let's do it. Just pop that there. Lovely. Rub that on. lovely. Does that look nice? I think so. I'm possibly biased. Something here, something for here. I've got a number 13. Let's use that. Might bring us bad luck. You appreciate that. But we'll give it a go. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Does it? Yeah. Need to get my tweezers at work on this. They're so small. Yeah, number 13. That looks good there. These remnant rubs do come with like a lolly stick that you can rub them on with, but I always lose the lolly stick. And the end of my tweezers works well, and I've always got them in my hand, so that's convenient. It's looking alright, this, looking okay. So I want something like ultra tiny to go there. What have I got that's really tiny? Nothing so much there. Or there. Or there. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to make a decision. Will that fit on there? I've got that number there, so I don't really want it to say that. I don't know what to do. Got these ones that say they're really quite small. Let's use one of them. Figure 7, I think this one is. Oh no, it's come off the backing paper. Can I get that tucked up in there? I wonder. Oh, I had it and then it come out. It's alright, you won't see very much of it at all, but it is there. So that's alright. We know it's there, don't we? There we are. It's just a little bit of something. Bit of something, something. So there we are, there's our pocket. So let's make that our first ephemera piece that we're going to put in our journal. Yay! A lot of work to do to fill this journal up, and I'm not that fussed about leaving journaling space, to be honest. I think it'll fit on there. I'm going to have to use the other side of that, I think, because she's looking this way, isn't she? So, but I think that will fit on there perfectly. What do you think? What do you think? I think yes, let's go for it. So I'm going to use the collal. I'm actually just going to press these down, the stitching on the wrong side, just make it easier to stick, because otherwise you have a ridge of stitches. There we go. Right, so we've made our first piece of ephemera. Hope everybody's doing well. Looking forward to spring, which I know in southern hemisphere places probably doesn't fill you with joy. Oh, it probably does actually, because that's the same as our autumn, isn't it? Oh, right, so you've got through the worst of it, possibly. I must admit it would be really nice to swap conditions with you, just for a couple of days even. But we went out yesterday and saw some lambs in the field, and that always cheers me up. What have I done here? I've done something really stupid. I've put glue all over there where I didn't mean to. So I'm going to have to wipe that all off. This is supposed to be a pocket. You could have reminded me, thanks. This is crafting in the real world, guys. This is what happens. Mistakes happen. Right, so I'll get all of that off, as much as I can off there anyway. Oh, can't believe I did that. But you know, like I say, it happens, doesn't it? Just happens. With it being collal, a lot of it will rub off, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm going to leave that just till it's dry, and I think we'll be all right. What a ninny. What a ninny. I like her there though, so that's fine. So let's move on to another one. I'll stick with the large ones just now. So there's that. So I need to find a remnant, and these are the remnants that I thought would do. I've laid them out. These ones I adore. They're on the back of the abandoned papers. I don't know if that's big enough. Oh, just maybe, yeah. Or I could use the smaller one. No, I want to use the large one. So there's that piece, there's this piece. I think they're big enough, really. These pieces that are also from the abandoned. Could use that there. It's quite dark. I've got this piece. Does that fit on there? Yeah, I think it does. It's got this bit here missing. But I do like that. I like the fact it's nice and light. Let's fish out another portrait. So I'm looking for one that's, ooh, she might do. That's got a definite sort of bit there. So let's feed this into there and see what happens. Ah, look, a hat sticks out quite a long way. Bit too long, really, for us. I've got this little fella. He looks such a character, this guy. Yeah, he fits in all right. And yeah, I do like that behind him, so that's what I'm going to use. The other alternative I have is that. Which is nice. Oh, the other side is that plainer blue. No, don't like that. No, I'll stick with what I've got. I like it. I like it, so I'm going to use it. So, let's just ink around this guy. And part of this I'm going to cut off, but there we go. He looks better already. So let's see where we need to cut this off at. I'll put these away because they're just distracting me. They're distracting. I'll try and just cut as much as I possibly can. That's not tall enough that way, is it? Not really. So just as much as I can get out of it. And there's another remnant. We made another remnant. Yay. I think I'll stick him on and then I'll cut it off. Exactly where I want it. I think that's the thing to do. So let's just stick him onto here. So how far are you coming down, matey? To about there, what do you think? Up a little bit, maybe? Yeah, about there. Okay, so let's just do that. and make sure he's straight, which it definitely isn't. There we go. That's him. Very nice. And a little bit down the side of his hat to stick him on up there. Lovely, so that's him in situ. That is a scrap. There we go. So that's him. The brads. Nearly forgot the brads. Oh, that's lovely. I really like that. Pokey tool. Okay. Let's start here. Concentration. So I'm quite sure this isn't new to anybody. I haven't particularly seen anybody do the frames this way, but you know, it's hardly rocket science. And the paper clips, when I come to them, they're definitely not my idea. What did I do with the brads? Here they are. So, what colour shall I use this time? I might go for gold. It's a bit of a burnished gold, so we're all right. It's not bright, bright. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Pop those in. If you've got something like the machine heads or something like that that you want to use that don't come through your paper, then you can stick those on at any time. This, I want these on first before I stick it down, because I don't want to put these through the back of the pocket, because it might interfere with cards and stuff going in and out. So I'll put them on now, and then the pocket card will cover them, so I won't have a problem. So I really hope you're giving this a try with whatever papers you've got. I mean, it could be anything. It could be what you've got left from the Mariposa kit. I mean, that would make a really pretty journal. But it just so happened I had 2 going on 3 drawers of Timmy papers that I really needed to use. And they're just taking up valuable space. And they are valuable things, I'm not saying that. To me, they're like gold. Right, so that's that. He's looking so well. Where's my bit of paper? Here it is. So I centralise him, which is about there, I think. I'd say so. And then I want to cut it off about there and about there-ish. There and there-ish. Those very famous measurements. There we go. Right, I'll keep them. You never know when you might need them. So he's going to go there. Doesn't he look nice? Isn't that nice? I think I had it the other way up before, but I mean, either way, looks really nice. Lovely. So what I'm going to do is just go around my pocket with my knife. I have got a distressing tool. In fact, I've got 2, but I can't find either of them. So I'm just going to use the blade of my knife just to go around there. And take it steady. I mean, you can tear your paper, and it doesn't matter if you do because it's all in keeping, but for this particular one, I don't think I want to tear it. So I'm going pretty steadily. And just be careful if you're using a really sharp scalpel. I know I say that to you all the time, but people do cut themselves. And you don't want to be doing that. You just bleed on your project. You can see the bits of paper coming off, the little fluffy bits. So there we go. Let's ink around that. I'm going to use my brush. My brush. Where's my brush? Where have you gone then? Here it is. And scorched timber, of course, because what else would I use? It's got to be scorched timber. So I'm just brushing quite lightly, actually, just to stress it a little bit. A little bit heavier in the corners. There we go. Now I am actually also going to go around the edges with it just to really darken those edges down and pick up on the fluffiness. I'm quite quiet today, aren't I? I've noticed that. I am quite quiet. Not a bad thing, I wouldn't have thought. So what I need to do now is go away and sew around this. So I shall do that and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, that's that sewn around and I've just placed that on there. And what I'm trying to decide now is whether I want to put some labels in. And I think black would be my labels of choice. So let's just have a look and see what we think. Oh my goodness me. I've already got that one. What other blacks are there? Is that the same? Slightly different. And it's a different one again. Right, I'll try those three and see if we like them or not. I really like it as it is, so I might not. I need to find a box to put these in because it's very annoying to keep putting them back in here all the time. Hang on, I've got one. I think I have one. Yeah, here. This one. Let's put them in there. Got this from Temu. No idea how much it was. It came in a pack of 2, I remember. It'll just make them easier to look through, won't it? Lovely. There we go. Perfect. Perfectly perfect. Right, so do I want... There's 2 here that have escaped me. Right, so let's have a look. I could get away with one on the top with this one, I think. That one sort of there. And the long one possibly down there. No, because I don't want to... He's got his little face, hasn't he? and no, because I've got that black one on the thingy, on the frame. No, that's not right. Now I'm going to move that one up to about there, and this one down, and then see what we think. Don't know. What do you think? I quite like them. Quite like them. Let's go ahead and put the remnant rubs on now. It'll just be easier, I'm thinking. So let's see what we've got left. Field notes rubs is what they are, I believe. So let's do this one first. Let's just give it a quick sploosh over with some ink. Like that. And let's ink around the edge. Perfect. So what am I going to put on there? Curiosities, does that fit? Yeah, almost perfectly. Let's do that then. Curiosities. Oops. Tweezers, pleasers. So I'm going to put it towards the bottom. Ooh, that is a very tight fit. I think that's straight. I think so. Give it a little burnish, and then let's see if it wants to come off. Nope, not yet. Not sufficiently burnished. I can see those ones haven't come off, so. Lovely, that's great. I've missed a bit off the E, but I'm not overly concerned. Not overly concerned about that. And this one is probably going to be one of those little numbers, I guess. Oh, I've got this one here, that'll do. You could, if you haven't got these, you can equally stamp, of course, which perhaps gives you more freedom. Lovely. I do like the remnant rubs because they're very black. The problem is these little snippets that are labels are not great. If I'm honest with you, they're not great. Instead of being black, they're kind of grey, really. But you know, it is what it is. I've got them, so I'm going to use them up. And then this one here. Come on. So let's ink around that. I'm not sure I inked around that one, and I certainly didn't. I didn't put the scorched timber on it either. Half a job. That's what that was. Half a job. Let's get that out. Let's whiz around the edges. And we'll get the brush out and just go across the top a little bit. Just take that real whiteness off it. So that's finished now. So I've just got something to put on this one. And it's going like that, so it can be anything. What about what? I don't know. I don't know. Orders attended to? Yeah, let's do that. I've already used the day and night. So this is the other part of that piece. That's great. Ow. Poke myself with my tweezers. Let's see what we've got here. Perfect. Okay, let's put those in the bin. So now we can push these to one side, like that, and get these stuck in the right place. So there's a bit of fiddling and faffing, but I think they make nice pages when they're done, so that's all right. So I'm just going to slide that in there. I'm going to put the edge up against the stitched line. Come on, go over. Yeah, that's great. And then this one. Lovely. It's going to go up there, just once again, up to the stitched edge. Like that. Oh, do I need to cut a bit off that? Yeah, I do. And I've stuck it down now. Ooh, see how good that glue is. It's amazing actually. So I'm just going to cut a bit off the bottom of there so it doesn't poke out. Having a day of unsticking stuff today. But this is my life. This is what I do. Lovely, that's great. Yeah, that's looking nice, nice, nice. And then this one. Oh, a heap of glue came out there. So this one's going here. Just to the stitching. Wow, I'm just in shot, aren't I? Just and no more. Okay. I like that now. I really do like it. So let's get this stuck onto there. I've stuck it to there already. Come off. Like so. Excellent. And let's put glue on this. I could have done with knocking the stitches down actually. Truth to tell, I forgot about it. I'll just have to give it a good press down, a good burnish. I'm so quiet. It's not like me. I'm not really a quiet person. But I seem to be being very quiet today. Sorry about that. I think that's okay there. I don't think it's central, there's more at the top, but that's fine. It doesn't need to be particularly. Right, let's get the bone folder out and really give this a good press down. Do like the brads in it. I think they're a good addition. And I'm sure there's a million ways that you can think of to decorate your frames and things to do with them in your journal. But this is just what I came up with. Right. Let's find somewhere to put this fella. Well, if that's going in the first signature, I think I'll put it in the last signature, which is this one. He's looking straight ahead, so he could go anywhere. It's maybe a little bit busy for that. What about there? I think he would look good there. Let's do it then. I'm going to stick him on with double-sided. I've decided it's double-sided. Let's just push these stitches down. Well, if you don't, they're higher than the paper and it makes it difficult for things like double-sided to stick, because they just want to stick to the stitching. So let's just get the double-sided out. Find the wretched end. There it is, I think. Yeah, that's it. And it's, which side is it? I want to keep open. This side. So I'm just going to write no on there. Because the day I'm having, you just know, don't you? Yeah, you do. You just know what's going to occur. So this is quite narrow red tape. I'm pretty sure I got it from Temu. But, you know, the old memory isn't what it used to be. I mean, it really isn't. It gets worrying sometimes just how rubbish my memory is. I mean, I start off saying something to Mr. F and halfway through saying it, I've forgotten what I was saying. It's ridiculous. We were trying to remember the name of a telly programme last night. And I was making a bad job of describing it, the programme. So Mr. F just couldn't help me at all. And we puzzled all evening over what it could be. And turned out anyway it was Quantum Leap. That was what I was looking for. But I had to enlist the help of Mr. Google. And I wasn't really sure either what I was searching for, so it didn't make it easy. But got there in the end. It was Quantum Leap. And I think the main reason that I couldn't describe it properly was I don't think I ever really watched it. I think my sister liked it, but I'm not so sure that I ever watched it. So yeah, it made describing what the programme was about very difficult. Don't know if any of you have watched Quantum Leap, but it sounds interesting. Might give it a go. We're into old television programmes. At the moment we're watching Steptoe & Son, and it started off in black and white, so that's quite old. That's older than me. No, it's not older than me. I lied. But I do think it might have started in the 60s. But then so did I. Come on. So yeah, Steptoe & Son. See, it's quite funny. It's quite funny, although it's old. Hope for me yet. Right, finally there we have the release tape off. Oh, it's full of static, that stuff. So we want it to go this way, about there, I think. Don't think there's anything else I want to adorn the page with particularly. There we go. We've got, ladies and gents, we have a pocket. At last. How long has this been? 55 minutes. And this is all we've done. Oh my goodness. So I'm not going to make the journal cards today. We'll make those at a later date. But let's just see. So that would, the journaling card would go, you know, in there. And I think that looks really nice. So let's get back to this one and see if we can stick it down. Yeah, that's all dry now. And I'm going to stick it with double-sided. And this is the side I don't want to stick any on. So no. And I never used to have to do that. I always could remember which side not to glue. But today, doesn't seem to be one of those days really, does it, so much? So on the next video, which I think will be video 3, something like that, we're talking paper clips or removable tags or movable tags, however you want to refer to them. That's what we'll be doing. And I have a one to show you what I'm talking about. Apart from the 3 on the top, they're a movable feast as well. And you could add more. I mean, there's 5 signatures, so you could easily have 5 tags coming out the top. Easy peasy. There we go. Burnish, burnish. There we are. Just going to see if this is any good at picking the backing off. I think it's picking everything off. Yeah, it is. No. Let's see if my tweezers will do it. Not perfectly, I think we've removed the whole tape. So, sorry guys, back to the knife. Come on, stop it. Stop it. Awfully close to that line of stitching, and I don't want to cut through it. No, it's coming up with a sticky... Oh, today's been a nightmare day. Nightmare. So your homework now is to finish your other 3 frames off, sorry, and yeah, that's it. That's all your homework is. Finish 3 frames off. And you don't have to use the portraits or anything. You could use the ordinary Timmy Peeps. You could use butterflies, would look nice coming out of the frame. I might do that on a couple of mine. The smaller ones, not so sure about really. God, this release tape is sticky as. Right, so that's that. She's going there. Okay, lovely. I don't think that's quite straight. I think that's all right now. That looks okay. Looks okay to me. Okay, so there we go. So that's one pocket in there and one that one in the back signature. Doesn't he look great? I love him. Right, so that's it for today, guys. When you join me the next time, we're going to be making these really lovely little paper clips that fit on the edge of your page, just like so, and they leave the tag sticking out like that. Just perfect, isn't it? I love that. So yeah, we'll be looking at how to make those. They're not complicated. They're like the easiest ones I could find, and believe me, I did do my research. I looked and looked and looked for ages. Oh, there you are. So I'm off now. It's about lunchtime, and I think if we can get an early lunch in, Mr. F can get out and about on his bike, and that would be great. I'd be happy. So I'll see you tomorrow. Well, hopefully tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye. Bye bye.